I'm Steve, and this is CC Garage. What's up, YouTube? Welcome back. Well, today, got a little project. Let's see how we can make this look this good. Stay tuned. Hello, YouTube, and welcome back. Well, today, we're going to try to freshen up the look of the truck a little bit, and we are going to start working on tires, or rims, I mean. So, this is how they are now. They're spray painted black. They got surface rust from where the beauty rings used to be. But we got some gloss white and seaside, also gloss. This is the color that the truck is eventually going to be. So my plan is we're going to clean this up. We're going to paint, well, I want the lip white, I think, and then I want the face blue. But I've already painted two rims white. Well, I took off the front rims, I painted them white. That way they can dry. I can go ahead, do the back ones, well, paint those white, and then I can show you how I'm gonna paint these. Pretty straightforward process, I guess. It's mostly just prep work, and it should look a lot better on the truck. Okay, so this rim is already painted white. We already got enough coverage coats on there. So I got this cardboard, it's kind of flimsy. I like using it for templates. What we're gonna try to do, shove it down in here in this lip. Or use the factory cut edge. Shove it down in the lip. We'll see how good this looks. So far, it seems to be working pretty good. Cut this down to size a little better. This is what we got so far. Do a few coats, and I think those are gonna look pretty good on there. What do you guys think? You guys like it, or should we have just kept them white? Guess we'll see when we get them on the truck after a couple more coats. We got the first rim already on the front over here, so we can kind of see how it looks. I don't think it looks too bad. I mean, the truck's not laid out because we got the jack under it, but kind of a sneak peek. I think it'll look pretty good. The truck is going to be that color eventually. I think that's really going to pop. So, got our stuff. We're going to start on the next rim. Hopefully it turns out just as good. I don't even know where to set you guys. It's Lightning McQueen! That's my new tripod. Kind of. Far from professional. But would it really be garage built if it wasn't? Or if it was? Yeah. You just really have to pay attention what way the overspray is going, so that way it doesn't get on where you don't want it to. Gotta be very careful. So when you go start around, that's not gonna get a fresh can. We're gonna let that dry and then we will come back. Here it is. So let that dry and we'll come back. So a couple more coats and we got wheel number 2 done. But let's see how good this actually looks when it's aired out. Man, they really pop. Now to get the back ones done. So we got our tanks filling up right now. We're gonna raise the back of the truck up, lift it up, get these tires off so that way we can go ahead and start prepping these to paint them. See how much air we got in here. Well, obviously we don't need much for the back, so. We're up. The fun part about bag trucks, we are all the way up right now and we're still tucking. Way to take this off too. Right on the trailing arm. Hopefully this isn't too bad to take out. So this is gonna be fun. Okay, so we got it to wiggle out. I figured it out. So essentially what I had to do is, since we're on bags, everything's 4 corners, blah, blah, blah. This bag all the way up. That bag all the way down. That bag all the way down. This bag all the way up. I know my truck doesn't really care for the whole side-to-side thing, especially being trailing arm suspension. Eventually, if I go 4-length, that might help out a lot, but I mean, it works. Plus, like every video I make, you gotta remember these tires are 4 inches too tall, so I know after I get that taken care of, it'll probably be better. So let's go ahead and start cleaning these up. So now that I have a real compressor, I think I can actually get my use out of this. So we got the regulator at just under 100 PSI. So hopefully this will actually be able to clean this stuff up. Probably boring, isn't it? So we're gonna go ahead and cut and we'll be back. So got it all cleaned up. I'm gonna go ahead and tape up our valve stem. We're just using the blue painter's tape. Piece about that long. So instead of trying to tape all this, I know some people use like a deck of cards, wedge them in, beat a tire. I got this thin cardboard. It's about the consistency of a cardboard or a cereal box. So all I do is kind of the same thing. Wedge it in, I'll paint this part, I'll slide it over, I'll paint that part, and just work my way around. We're doing our lip with Rust-Oleum gloss. It's got the paint and primer. It turned out pretty good on the other two, obviously. I want to use the factory edge, that way I know it's straight, not the edge that I cut. You don't want to go too heavy. Obviously, when you're painting, you do kind of a dust coat, and then you go back over later after it dries and tacks up, and then you do your other coat. If you need a third coat, do a third coat. You try to spray tight, run, and okay. Like doing this up here isn't too bad, but when you go to paint the second color, it's kind of a pain in the butt to put the cardboard in, because you'll go to slide it in that groove, because I'm going to do the centerpiece the same way as this, but you'll go to slide it in the groove, and if you touch your wet paint, then you leave a mark or whatever, and then you got to go back over and redo it. Or you can try to touch it up. I had success a couple times touching it up, but it's still kind of a pain in the butt to deal with. I also don't really care a whole lot if I get paint on these tires, because they're going to get replaced. I'm probably just gonna end up burning them off anyways. Hoping next year I can actually drive this truck instead of trailering it to shows. By no means are these rims perfectly clean, because there is a lot of pitting from the rust, but I took a lot of the surface off, so I'm hoping with 2 or 3 coats of paint that'll kind of fill it in some. My plan here in the shop is actually to buy a sandblaster, and I'm actually hoping to do that this year. I just bought a big compressor, and I bought the size compressor I did so I can run big stuff like that. So pretty much going to let this tack up, and then we will come back and do another coat. I'm not going to bore you guys showing you another coat, but I will come back when I'm ready to paint the center. Well, we got the white all dried on there. This video is taking forever. As you can see, it's already dark on like the 3rd day. So this paint's already dry. We got 2 coats on here. We got our cardboard, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we just did for the white. Instead of sticking it in this lip, stick it down inside the other lip. Same thing, Rust-Oleum gloss, paint primer 1. Remember, light coats. That way you don't get runs, because runs are ugly. And watch out for overspray. It's not working out, guys. Should probably grab a fresh piece of cardboard. after a couple coats, everything will fix itself, kind of. But probably be better if we had another piece of cardboard because this is all wet already. So we're gonna let this dry. We'll come back, fix our blemishes and stuff. But that's how it looks as of now. Still got to get over here, but I bumped the cardboard a couple times. So we're gonna let this dry, tack up, let that dry, come in, hit it again. Another coat, another rim done. Let's throw it on the truck now. We got the jack under the frame. Now we try to put this on. Parker. I was gonna say I don't remember how much air is over here, but just enough to get the jack out. It's okay, babies. You're okay. And that is how she looks. I think the back wheels kind of pop a lot more than the front just because they tuck that much. But I think it'll look pretty good after getting some tire wet on there. Just too bad car show season's over. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys like the way it looks as much as I do. But stay tuned. See you in the next one.